Okay. Oh, let's see. How y'all doing? Oh, this is Scott. I know it's been a long time, 3 years, since I've been anything on the XJ. I'm sitting in the wheel well right now. uh, I've got it cut out, as you can see. There's nothing behind me. I want to let y'all know that over the next 1,000 years, we're going to get this road ready. Not for me personally, but for my grandsons. Um, they're at the age right now to where they're getting out of the games and more getting into the world of four-wheeling, being outside. 60 years old, retired disabled coal miner. We live in a little town outside of Logan, Man, West Virginia. Uh, our mascot is the Billy Goats for our football team. I figured, why not? I live outside of Man, and we are going to change the name to Billy Goat Garage. I don't know why, but we're going to go that route. But let me grab the camera, show you what's been going on with the XJ. Last time y'all seen it, it was actually sitting where you guys are. This is a 2-car garage full of junk, my junk. I've got 2 rear ends, 2 front ends, 2 rear axles, 2 front axles. I was gonna put a Ford rear end in this, but I'm not even gonna go that route. I'm gonna beef up the Chrysler 8.8 in the back and the Dana 30 in the front. Over a period of time, money's the biggest thing as far as doing a build. There's a lot of cost. A lot of things you do on your own to make your own things, to make it work. But that's what we're here for, is to find how much we can destroy out in the mountains and how much is it don't break in the mountains. But let me grab this camera and I will show you what we've been going on. Okay. Now, like I said, this was the wheel well I was sitting in. The tape is my center line. I have, actually, I got to go up into this a little bit more to get my fender. This one here, I done cut, fitted, and welded in. The light's sucking here, but let me see if this will help. This is no big fancy garage. Like I said, this is my garage at my house that I have turned into this job. You can see my little kerosene heater over there. It was supposed to be up into the 50s today, but I don't think it got there. But as you can see, this is the frame rail right here. And you can see that it takes a good dip right there. Well, that's the way the frame does. Okay, I don't know how good you'll be able to see over here, if it any. I'll have to get a light over here. But what I plan on doing, I know this sounds weird. I love the Gladiators. Okay, like I said, there's my fenders. There's doors over there. Oil pan. Everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything is in this garage. It has to do with this Jeep. There's the weather stripping. The wiring for it. It's underneath. There's the hood. There's the rear trunk. This is the 8.8 I was talking about. Okay. I'm going to beef that up. And this is the Dana 30 that I was talking about. I had to do some work on this. Right here at this shock mount. And it's only on both of them. And the rest of it's solid. This used to come out and drop down into here. Well, for some reason the side of this got ate up real bad. So I cut it off and plated it. Made it a little bit stronger. I had to do both sides. I will be putting new bushings. I am going to do the WJ swap on this for the bigger brakes and rotors. I will be doing a rear brake swap on this from drum to discs. This is armored. I gotta get a light over here. This is 3/16 plated. All the way down here. Let me get a light, because this just, I want you all to see my work. Let's see if I can do it without unplugging it. That's going to be the miracle. Okay, there we go. That's all plated. Okay, all the way down to there. The reason I got my door on, I'll explain that in a minute. But here is, oh sorry, I tripped over my own axle. That is the inner fender. That is, and this has been reinforced framing. I made my own on this side also. Excuse me, I'm boxing the frame in all the way around. As you can tell, this is the side that had the gas tank. It's no more there. What I've done is I made a bunch of these plates and I filled that in. Welded it in solid. That way there's some kind of a structural there instead of just having the armor. You know what I'm saying? I still got to do a lot of soldering, welding on this. But she is completely, I got to do a new floor on that side. Let's see if I can get out front here. There is nothing in this engine. I mean nothing. And when I get better lights up here, there is not one part of this body, frame, undercarriage, that I have not scraped on, cleaned on, grinded on, and let's see if I can see. You can see what I'm talking about. Okay, this is where I stopped cleaning at, right in through there on the frame wise. You can see. Pretty solid underneath. I mean, the frame is in pretty good shape. I'm kind of surprised at that. But this is the project. 1998 Jeep Cherokee XJ. I will try to set this up again without making everybody sick and getting it to where I can get back in my wheel well. Okay, now I will be doing product reviews as far as the equipment that I've got to buy personally to do this job. It's not going to be nothing expensive, you know, like a Miller. I'd love to own a Miller, but out of this boy's price range. I've got a little ZS MiG 125. It's a 220 volt, and I got an ASEN, A-N, that is my TIG and stick. Whew, I had to think for a minute. I do have one product to do. I bought a welding helmet off of Amazon, I think it was, about 4 years ago, and I didn't look. But after a while, the batteries in a welding helmet do go bad. Okay, guarantee it. Well, I went to get the batteries out of it. You can't replace the batteries in some of these helmets. Who knew? So I will give you all a bit of advice. If you're going to start out welding, don't waste money on a helmet that you cannot change the batteries in. So I went back on Amazon and bought another helmet. I love it. I mean, I've had expensive helmets, $300-400 helmets, and I've had, like I said, just $20 helmet. The battery don't change. I babble a lot, so the things that I want to get accomplished, the first things I do have to get accomplished is the framework, as far as getting it boxed in, and then finding what company that I'm going to go through for my 4-inch lift. I don't want to go 6, 4 is enough, because if you run 35s on it, you're setting decent. I want to thank all my new subscribers, because this is the beginning of a new year for me on this build, as far as